What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over to Action Force. So I was at ZoloCon not that long ago, decided to stop by the Valaverse table, check out the Action Force figures. Full disclosure, I don't have any Action Force in the collection, or at least I didn't. Bought a few sets, bought a few weapon packs. Excited to dig into those, see what's going on. Shout out to Bobby and Articulated Ninja who were there, both of whom are probably not watching this, but
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Either way, though, I appreciate the quick conversations and the action figures. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Now tuning into the encountered culture.
I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
As promised, today we're taking a look at Blowback from Action Force. Let's see what we've got going on. Alright, so we've got a nice big window here. You can see everything in the package. Fully loaded, stocked with extra heads, extra hands, accessories, pieces, all kinds of stuff going on. You got the ghillie suit in the back there. I mean, there's a lot going on. You can see that from the front of the package. We'll get into it once we get in there. But, all right, you got Valaverse, Blowback, Action Force down there, ages 14 and up. A little bit of that at the top, a warning there. Flip it to this side. There's a nice image of the character there. Flip it to the back. There you go. Action Force logo there. Nice image of the figure in the grass and everything, looking cool. Cut that out, you've got 5 action points. You cut that out, you've got a combat profile. There's some important information. That's where you can follow down there. Here's a QR code. Let's check this profile out, though. Adam Kent, codename Blowback, grew up as an only child on a ranch in Wyoming. Living in such a rural area with difficult parents, it was hard for Adam to socialize. It would not be until his late teens that he would be diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. The one activity Blowback's father found a bond with over was shooting. At a very early age, Adam learned to shoot and immediately became proficient. He studied everything about ballistics and could place a shot with any size round to perfection. That's good. That's good. While giving a seminar for a weapons manufacturer, Colonel Siege got to witness Blowback's talents firsthand. Adam's social issues kept him from ever joining the military, but Siege bonded with Blowback and took him under his wing. Colonel Siege would help Adam socialize with members of his unit by helping teach them to improve their shooting. Siege has protected Blowback like an adopted son, keeping him in every one of his units, including Action Force. I like it. Flip it to that side. There's another image of the character. There he is again. Let's get him out of the box. Fresh out of the box, this dude's loaded with accessories. I know you could see it from the box, and I already mentioned that, but damn, this is really loaded with accessories. I mean, you've got multiple weapons, several heads, several hands. You've got the base. You've got the ghillie suit, which comes with its own set of instructions to help you out. I mean, that's just a nice little touch right there. So much going on here. Looking forward to getting into this, deep diving through this figure to really check it out. But first impressions, I'm blown away. I got everything and more for my money than that I was expecting. Right, new to Action Force altogether, so wasn't totally sure what to expect from these figures. Knowing that I've heard good things and I've seen cool things with these figures. You could see from the package it was coming with a lot, but yeah, this certainly met expectations and exceeded them. Let's take a closer look, though. Taking a closer look here, we can see all of the detail. Very nice, intricate paintwork with the camouflage. Really like how that comes through. All of the equipment, vests, everything just looks really, really nice. I'm going to go through some heads and hands before I get into articulation, just because we got a lot to go through. So let's check out some of those alternate heads. Switching it up, we can get this one. So the previous one, that's more of the sniper eye situation going on. Got to get that aim and focus. Here you got both eyes open. Last head here, you can see this is the one that you'll use the helmet with. So good equipment, really nice, realistic looking. These do pop off on the side. You can then place your comms in there, so you can hear what's going on, talk. As far as hands go, you do get the 2 trigger fingers. You'll also get some open hands, some fists, some cupping hands, just a good amount of options as far as your hands go. So this like cupping, grasping hand, such an underrated hand. Like that's such a cool call. Personally, like with Marvel Legends, like with their weapons, like it's always so hard to get them in a good pose with rifles and things. Having this type of hand is such a clutch little feature. As far as all of the accessories here, so the clips, they are removable. You can pull those out. The knife, however, is not. Well, hold on. I take that back. I take it back. The knife is removable. Awesome. Pistol also removable from the holster down here. Man, that's good. Yeah. So at first, like I wasn't able to get the knife out of there, so I was like, that kind of is a little bit of a weak point, but it comes out, so that is pretty awesome. As far as articulation goes, you have a lot going on. We'll start at the head. We'll work our way down. So the head will look down to about there. It will look up to about there. These heads are on a ball joint similar to a lot of your Marvel Legends figures would be. So if you're familiar with that, similar situation. Coming down to the shoulder, you are on the butterfly here, so you do get a good amount of back and forth. I mean, you can really bring that arm back. You'll go up to about there, all the way around. You do have a cut at the upper bicep there, double jointed and pinless at the elbow, so you can get a nice bend right in there. Forearm, nothing there. You do have the hinge at the wrist, so that will move how you need. They are all on the same hinge, so we'll call that the horizontal hinge, but of course it depends on which way you're looking at it, right? You got a lot going on, so you do have a kind of see up there at the lower chest, upper torso area. You do have that there, and then you do have the point of articulation down at the lower abdomen into the waist there. So that gives you a ton of rotation, ton of flexibility as far as your posing goes. Really lends to some more dynamism as far as posing and displaying goes. That will twist around, probably not going to get it all the way around without really forcing it, but I'm sure you could if you want. You do have drop down hips, so that is always a nice feature when it comes to posing. That'll let you do a lot more. You have a cut at the upper thigh there. He'll kick up pretty much all the way. Back to about there. Double jointed, pinless at the knee. He can kick himself all the way into the middle of the back. And then you do have the boot cut, which you should. That gives it a nice natural look too, because he is wearing the boots. And then you do have a good amount of range at the ankle. Up, down, side to side, all the way around if you want. And then if you wanted to see from the back, I mean, you can kind of see what's going on in there as far as articulation is concerned. All around really nice, gives you a lot of options. Nice clean look too throughout. Still impressed so far with this figure. Now, if you want to use the ghillie suit instead of everything else, you can take the vest and the apparatus off here. Just clips there in the back. Pop the head off. And then work it out. There's probably another part there. I'm just making life more difficult on myself. There you go. All right. Pop the head back on. And then you have straps in here. You just slide the arms and legs through. Pretty intuitive, so you don't necessarily need the instructions, but they're there just in case. So yeah, so you see, and then you just do the legs, the arms, boom. you can recreate that back there if that's the look you're going for. Not the look I'm going for, so we will move on. We'll take a closer look at the weapons for a moment. So you do get both of your rifles here. So it's been a while since I've been in. So M4, I think, I don't know. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. And then here's your sniper rifle here that I know much less about. But yeah, it looks like an M4. Right? All right, and then there's your scope as well. Headset. And then, like I said, your attachments for your helmet there. Lots of good stuff. One of the reasons I really was drawn towards Blowback and wanted to get this figure is because I saw potential here. So wanted to really see how a Frank's head would fit on this figure. You know, it's not perfect, but I don't hate it. For the first size comparison, here he is backed up against the 80th anniversary Punisher. You can see right in line with size-wise. These figures will fit in nice with any 6-inch display. Whether you want to mix them in with your Legends or Joes or whatever, these Action Force figures will mix in nicely however you like. Or maybe this is what you're collecting and that would make sense too, right? So, cool figures, really nice size. Lots of accessories, lots to work with. And here he is backed up against a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure. So you can see these being in the 7-inch scale, he is significantly shorter than that. So, you know, to each your own, but not really going to mix in well with your 7-inch scale figures. And why would he, right? All right, folks. Well, there you have it. There is your Action Force Blowback from Valaverse. Really cool figure. I really don't have that anything negative to say really about this figure. I was trying to find something, but for the price point and what you get, I mean, as I said earlier in the video, it not only met expectations, but certainly exceeded them. So Valaverse Action Force, you have a new fan for sure. So I'll be looking into the line more and more to see what else I can grab from there. I did get another figure, which I'll put up another review video for that one. But, you know, I guess the one and only downside to these figures is that they lack the nostalgia factor, right? So I think for lines like DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, they just lean into that. They can skimp and kind of cut corners on that because people are really buying into the nostalgia factor of things. With a figure like this, where it doesn't have decades of, you know, warm, fuzzy feelings tied to it, you're really just getting what it's meant to be, an action figure, and a really good one at that. So if I could insert my 2 cents into this and make a recommendation, if you're looking for something new to collect, you just want to add some random characters into your displays, you know, like I said, these would fit very well in with a Marvel Legends display, and there are a lot of characters to choose from. So you can really build worlds with these types of figures. And that, to me, is a major draw and a huge selling point. Not to mention, you get your money's worth. So at the end of the day, that really is the cherry on top. Bobby, if you're out there listening, you know, if you're ever looking for other veterans to make figures of, hey man, you know, reach out. I would love it. You know, I'd love to have a figure of myself. But no, just playing, man. But I certainly appreciate a line like this as a veteran myself. So cool to see this and really enjoying what I'm seeing. So look forward to getting more. All right, let me get off the soapbox. Appreciate you for hanging out and checking out the video. I absolutely appreciate it if you stayed this long and listened to all that. So you can find me on these socials down here. Most importantly, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counter-culture's in your face. Fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.